In this video, we're going to walk through how to load PDF plans using the Blu Takeoff AI features. We'll cover auto scaling, auto measuring, and a few helpful tips and tricks. Jumping into my BuildExact account, the first step is to upload our plans. And if you don't have your own, you can use the sample plans that we provide. I'll click Upload a Plan, and you can either drag your file into the box or click into it like I'm doing here. Also, a quick tip, you can hold Shift to select multiple files. Those will merge and load together. I'm going to say yes to auto scaling our plans. And another thing to point out, if you have a large plan set with a ton of pages, but you only need a few or select ones, you can type the page numbers you'd like to pull in. For example, maybe you only want pages 1 through 4, or you want pages 2, 4, 6. This saves you the time of having to delete a number of pages later. Once the plans are loaded, the system will detect the scale based on the text shown on the page, if it's mentioned. You'll also notice this measurements box on the top left corner. I'm going to close this for now so I can see and review my pages better, and we'll come back to this when we use the Takeoff Assistant in just a moment. And on the left, you'll see the pages pulled in from your plan set. Blu will also rename the pages for you if the titles are listed on the plan. You can move around the plan a few different ways. You can use your mouse wheel to zoom in and out, or the plus and minus buttons on the right side panel. There's also a fit to page option if you want to view the whole page. And if you need to rotate the page, those tools are here as well. And when you're zoomed in, just click, hold, and drag to pan around the page. After that, review the pages and double check that this correct scale has been applied. If a page has multiple scales listed, Blu will leave it unscaled, and you'll need to choose the correct scale manually. Scaling is important because it affects how the Takeoff tool measures. So if the page has several drawings with different scales, first decide whether you need to use the Takeoff tool on just one of the drawings or on all of them. If it's just one drawing, set the scale based on that drawing. If you need both scales, a good workaround is to reload the same page twice and apply a different scale to each copy. And if you need to manually scale a page, you can click into the scale option on the top left and follow those steps. Next, we'll use the Takeoff Assistant to get some measurements. It'll ask what you want to measure, either floor areas or perimeters. I'll select floor areas in this example. And what this is doing is scanning the page for separate spaces, like the kitchen, bedrooms, living rooms, and will provide a list of measurements for them. If you need to make adjustments to the measurements it provides, you can click the area and adjust the corner points by clicking and dragging until the edges are perfect. You can also add points, delete points, but once you're happy, click Finish. And in the top left, you'll see the results of our area measurements. Each room is named and measured, with each description mentioning it is the area of that space. If you'd like to rename any of the measurements, just click into the description and make your edits. To rearrange the list, click, hold, and drag the 6 dots on the left side of each description. You can also move the entire list of measurements to a different part of the page by dragging the 6 dots next to the measurements title. If you choose perimeter instead of area when using the Takeoff Assistant, it works the same way. The only difference is that the measurements will be labeled as perimeter instead of area. Later, when we move into the Estimate Costings tab, where you create your estimate, you'll be able to link these measurements directly to items in your estimate. For example, you could apply the bathroom measurements to your floor tile costings. We'll go into more detail on that in our Estimate Costings video. But as always, if you have any questions, please let us know.